Hey guys, what's up? Bo here, and today, this is we're gonna continue, talking about, Sega Sonic the Hedgehog, but yeah, let's get into it. So Volcano Valley, I forgot to mention one thing. So Volcano Valley's music is actually pretty good. I like it. But yeah, let's go on to the second one. The second one is, Icy Isle. So Icy Isle, you have to avoid, these giant icicles, and yeah, you have to have to avoid like these like ice blocks that come and they push you off the out, they push you to the edge. I mean, they push you to like down there. You get what I mean? But yeah, and yeah. But yeah. I'm trying to remember. And it also has ice physics, which I mean, I guess it's pretty good. I don't know. It's the first ice level ever, so I'll give that credit. I mean, although Sonic 2 was planned to have an ice level, but that got removed. But this is the game that have actually the first ice level, so you always gotta give that credit. You always gotta give them credit for that. But yeah, yeah. So yeah, and the music's pretty good. I like it too. Desert Dodge. Desert Dodge is my favorite out of the bunch because it's actually like, well, the theme's awesome. But yeah, so in Desert Dodge you have to avoid a tornado, and you have to and you have to avoid tornado and like these mini tornadoes. And there's actually an enemy in this area too. You have to try to avoid that too. There's also like these like traps that look like the unused enemy from Sonic CD, from the unused zone. That we don't actually know what it is, but we'll get into that later. I mean, later in another review. But yeah, and yeah, the music in this zone is awesome. It's like so catchy. But yeah, I really enjoy it. Next one is Trap Tower. So Trap Tower, you have to run away from this like giant little you have to run away from this giant little like trap mechanic thingy, and it's trying to like crush you. You have to run away, and you have to climb stairs, avoid lava, a lot of stuff. And yeah. Anyway, so music in this zone is it's actually pretty good. Anyway, the fifth zone, I forgot what the name was again. I'll tell you what the name is, but yeah. So in the fifth zone, it sort of does like sort of like a stage transition, because you sort of like leave out the door, and like, so the little trapping actually like falls down and hits these little like rock platforms, and then the rock platforms start collapsing, and you gotta hurry very fast. And this is the only zone that actually have a boss in it. Yes, the boss itself is like it like grabs these like saws, and then it like shoots them randomly. It like shoots them like in random places, and it has like it shoots out two saws like it holds like this, like like that, like it shoots out like that. You know what I mean? And you have to hit it right in the middle. That's where it's like hit places, and yeah, it's a pretty easy boss. And then you actually jump into you like jump into like that's like the ending place, and you have to jump into into this like sort of hole. I don't know where it leads exactly, but yeah. And yeah. Yeah, that's really all I have to say about it. The music's pretty good, but yeah. Wild Waterway. Yeah, Wild Waterway. Probably one of the only zones to actually be 3 words long. That's weird. But yeah. And yeah. And I don't know how to say, but it's sort of it's this water zone, and you don't actually drown. That's like a thing. You have to avoid this. Like sort of like sort of like motor thingies that like spin around. They're like in like subs and all that. You have to avoid it, and yeah, and then you actually rise like you like go up from the ground, and we go up from like the water by like climbing, and there's this second section where you have to try to avoid this waterfall, and the waterfall will probably give you almost an instant death, I think. Yeah, I'm not sure. Oh, and also if you die, you have to put in quarters, but if you're playing on an emulator, you can just put in infinite, so it's fine. But yeah. Anyways, the music's good. So Eggman's Tower. Eggman's Tower, I like this one too. So Eggman's Tower, you have to avoid this like giant Eggman machine that we saw in the intro, and you have to climb on stairs. And there's also an outside section, and there's like these like little flying little little silver thingies. And you have to run. You have to run super fast. You gotta be very careful. There's no enemies, no traps or anything like that. It's just you have to run away really fast, and then you have to enter back in. And at the end of it, it's Eggman. And Eggman pulls this trigger. Pulls this button. Pushes a button, and you have to escape in 20 seconds. If you don't escape in 20 seconds, you get instant game over. It doesn't matter how many cores you got, you get an instant game over. And yeah, but if you escape in time, you get the ending. But yeah, and yeah, I like that. And it actually has a really catchy theme too. But like that when you're trying to escape, that's its own theme. It also has like these sort of countdowns, like 20, 19, all that other stuff. But yeah, the zone's theme itself is actually pretty catchy too. Yeah. The ending is Sonic, Mighty, and Ray escape escape Eggman Island, which that's what it was called. And yeah. Yeah. And the ending, like the credits, I like it. It's different. It shows like all the characters' faces, and once it reaches Eggman's face, it's like the end of the song. And it shows like Eggman, like he's escaping. He's like in the middle of like nowhere, like in the water. He's like driving on his Eggmobile, and he runs out of fuel and he falls. I first thought it was a heart attack or something like that. I was like so confused. But yeah. So yeah, that was Sega Sonic the Hedgehog. What do I think of this? I think this game's actually really great. It's a lot of fun. It looks like a lot of fun. And it just looks pretty awesome. It's fast paced. I like it for that. In my opinion, it's one of the best out of the Sega Sonic collection, out of the Sega Sonic games, and I enjoyed them. But yeah, we're gonna talk about the Sega Sonic games later on, like after we finish. I already told you, like after we finish the classic Sonic series. But yeah. this game is solid. It's probably my second favorite Sonic arcade game. The number one has to be Sonic the Fighters, but we'll be reviewing that later. If you want to play this game, here's the only problem. So this game was only released in Japan arcades. There's actually planned to be US version of this. Because there was like evidence, there's like files to actually show that there was going to be like this like sort of like Sad AM Eggman. So we will probably guess that it was most likely, probably definitely going to be for the US, but sadly it wasn't. And you can play it on an emulator, but the only problem is the controls aren't the best on the emulator because this game used like, you know, like, this little balls thing you have to, like, hit. Like, a trackball, yeah. A trackball. So, it's not the best. There has not been any ports or anything like that, which is sad. I would love to see a port. But, yeah, you don't really have much to buy. You don't really have much place to buy this. Which is pretty sad. But, yeah. And, yeah. Anyway, guys, so that's the video. I hope you guys enjoy. If you do, please like and subscribe. And next week, we'll be talking about the main Sonic game of 1993, Sonic CD. And a lot of people like this game, and including me too. But I don't like really like it. But anyway, that's the video, guys. I hope you guys enjoy it. If you do, please like and subscribe. And I'm out here. All right, see ya.